This is, we're starting at 115 or 1015, NET-136 OS2 Linux. Online, right? Fit that in over there in the corner. First thing we talked about curriculum. I'm going to review this slide a little bit more, talk about users and groups. And they added me and put me in a group for instructors on their machines. This is an address. Matt is now using this machine because of issues with his. And a little review. 20. So we looked at a user and we made some adjustments to the user. So we've got to remember, I'm glad we did this, what we did is we made adjustments to the password for this user. So we're going to log into that user tomorrow and check our password management work. Okay? And you need to be using, this is all set up in a shadow file. You need to be using these when the shadow file, you got the username, the hash, the actual hash of the password. And then days since changed, and days before it could be changed again, after which it must be changed, warning before it expires, after it expires, disabled, and then how long it's been expired since then. And there are, the curriculum goes over all these also. And they have a different way to change them than the way I did. So that's always good. So here we are. We're talking about users and groups. Now in the curriculum, some of the labs are not done because, when I redid the labs, FYI, I redid some of the labs. I had to reset them because they were not matching up with the chapters. So now I have them in there and I have due dates on all of them. What that should have been, the due dates are always the labs due the same time you take the test. Well, some of you, since they didn't have due dates on them, have not been getting those completed, so you need to get caught up on those labs over the next couple of weeks. Module and chapters. To their individual boxes, people add it and added me to a group. And I will check that before class. And then I already mentioned this is one of the extra machines, and Matt is currently using that machine. And we have the other extra machine also. We talked about users. Example, adding me, adding some students, putting them in groups, dividing the groups up. So that's our next task. Okay, we talked about work server 2. Everybody should have a login to work server 3. If you've never logged into it, I can publish how to get in to that, and that's where we can start copying information. Okay. I talked a little bit about file systems. Operating system figures out how to keep track of files on storage. You have to mount your file system so the operating system knows where to find it. And we give an example, Windows still uses NTFS. They do have another one they're going to. I can't remember the name of that exactly. We talked about client server environment, and the students listed all the services a server can give us. Okay, and then the client can access those servers. We need to understand that compared to if you're working in a peer-to-peer environment where computers are just talking to other computers. And then we talked just briefly about sockets, matching up an IP with a port number. This one is matched up with maybe this port number. That would be, for example, secure web access. This matched up with 53. That would be, I believe, accessing DNS, etc. And we didn't get to it, but we also need to talk about remote procedure calls. If we have time, I'll briefly go through that the next time. And that was it for the whiteboard work.